I'm pulling off the lot, I bought the cash. Her future bright, don't give nobody bad. Be looking good inside the
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Saints coming in at 6-7, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 9-4.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
I won all my preseason games. Shit.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bastard. Man, I got 3 superstar wide receivers. What about this one? Yeah, I got 4 and 5.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
That fucked again.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Wasn't wearing it way the hell up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Stafford. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down following the run.
Oh, I didn't know you were playing, Coleman. Oh, shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. From the gun on third down, Stafford. First out to his left. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Oh, no, he's ready.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Really?
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like
We
they
have to
have.
play tomorrow.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I'm on the PlayStation, but
Give him 10 yards
I'm
on the
just gonna watch
pickup,
some
and
of
that'll
those
make it
lines game.
second
I'm gonna
and a
have to
foot
bed
or
here
so.
in a minute.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a
Look
run
like you
into
need a
their
goddamn
offense.
haircut. You look like a damn bear.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down
Frank
and
said
a
you
yard
over
to
there
start
looking
things
like
out.
Rico's uncle.
Yeah, I'm 3-4, so I'm back in the hunt a little bit.
In Brady's league?
Yeah, 3-4.
I think I'm 3-1 or 4-1 or 3 or 4-2 or some shit like that.
You're 5-2 right now.
Really? Oh, shit.
You're right behind the Falcons right now. You're 5-4.
Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott.
I'm there it is right now, Saints at 2.
And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The best passing attacks in the
Frank.
NFL often incorporate the guys out of the
This man over
backfield
here does
catching the
look like
football.
Rico a little
That's
bit.
what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down,
We're on
not
video
always a
chat.
safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him
I wish
right
there was a way
away
to do
because
a
they
three-way
have the
video chat
matchup
with Rico.
advantage.
I need to call Rico to see if his AC. Hey, you got his AC working.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him earlier. He called. He said he got his AC fixed. He said,
They'll run with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Hey,
It'll
Blue
be
needs to
second
get a
down.
Facebook so we can
So the
fuck
myth
with
has
him.
been shattered.
Video chat
Every
and
cornerback
make
in the
fun of
league is
his
not
ass.
just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Charles motherfucking Bell.
Prescott now.
That motherfucker does look like a
That's
Floridian.
complete.
Man, he down there look like a damn
And he is
saltwater
into
fish.
the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 5th touchdown now
damn,
And the
son, you were on the
Cowboys
beach
will
today,
extend
weren't
their
you?
lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Sure looked like he was wearing a Cowboys jersey when he did it. That big old star on his chest.
Bailey now to kick
I'll
this
let
one
you
away.
go. I'm about to head to the bed. Shit. All right.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every
finally got a
possession.
haircut, Frank.
Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more
Looks like
comfortable
someone
about the
stuck his
position
head in
they're
the
in.
toilet.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They run it again with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
His last name's Hill. He's light complected. I don't know what the hell he is.
On second down,
I'm going to look him up on
and
Ancestry.
a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Come on. All right, better the bed. Should still be awake.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
And
that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And it's complete. Henry, 20 yards on the pickup there.
Like to go for
And the Saints are going to get
I
a
know
first
it,
down.
man. You see that shit? I
Almost not
deflected
fair.
that shit
Big
into
guy
his hand.
running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a first down
First game he
carry. It's
played,
Kamara. It's a
he gets
6-yard
blue.
gain on the ground, and that'll make it
And
2nd
every
and
time
4.
down, that boy wins.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
All of them. He could have about 9 or 10 different usernames, too.
To throw on 2nd down is
Like
Stafford.
Project.
Being chased out
Project
left.
Junior.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Randy Gregory, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Project, you one hell of a project. What do you mean by that? Shit. I don't know how many projects you got out there, but hell.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
I'll never forget that night me and Brack found out that was a project on that girl.
Completes it to Moncrief offside. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
That boy throwing that ball like Rico. Getting the line of that pocket there.
Mm-hmm.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Big 20, big 20,
Here we go with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
Had the right call on a movement.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Brack was asleep. I heard that.
Wants now to kick this one away.
Oh, shit. I heard you snoring like a damn hog. Shit.
And a fair catch signaled for
and taken
successfully. Here's the Dallas
there.
offense now heading back out onto the field.
And
right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going.
snore
2
all
drives,
over
2
y'all
touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you reherse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
You ever get on the country? He probably trying to call that damn woman to his. What kind of car? Country.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. To the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
What I tell you, wasn't even 5 minutes.
Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
There goes the break. Bet you $5 Brack fall asleep before me. Oh, yeah. What was I going to look up? Shit. Fuck.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down. That's Balin. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
To play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it.
Records going 9-9. Going 9-9 before Hellcat.
The play clock's running down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. throwing on third down. Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. So they will go for it. Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Prescott now throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
Look at that. Knocked out. Who was that?
Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right.
My damn microphone came out plugged.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yeah, he woke up again. Look at there. Went, yeah.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
What?
Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Crew 2.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down at Stafford. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds
I'm in the second
left.
quarter. I'm playing home.
That time, Michael
we got them
Thomas.
10-minute quarter.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
All right.
I'm going to get off here too, shit. I'll be on in the morning early.
Again, it's Elliott.
Play over rating.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Incomplete. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. It's Cannon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Give to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So they're operating in the red zone. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Here's Prescott. Out to the flat. It's complete to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Cook running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Saints on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Steps away to his left. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. The Raiders have extended their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. slant route to Thomas. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, it's Pumphrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on second down. Stafford dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. David Irving in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. see if they stay on the ground for second down. Left side, Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Cowboys on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The Cowboys on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play clock winding down. Now Prescott on 4th down. This is caught inside the 15. They got 29 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He may try. Oh, no, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Stafford on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Stafford. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Irving in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. Henry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Stafford here. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,